What's going on everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the advanced arena. I'm going to show you 3 great teams. One only has some limited heroes, the 2 others absolutely no limited hero inside, and you are going to see that these 2 teams are just amazing to beat the best defenses in the game. Without Sun Wukong, this is the only issue. When you have the tanky team with Sun Wukong, I have to use limited heroes, so this is the only way to beat that team, but the 2 others are gonna be absolutely amazing. So let's talk about that. So this is E-Girl, or also known as Only Bans and previously Bios Killer. So this is a great team. This is the team with limited heroes inside, and I already showcased that team in the past. Just if you are curious to know, I have everything to increase the damage of my Melkio, and then I'm able to deal high damage to that team. I was close to die, but it was working. He has many big things in the team in front, such as that guy who has extra lives, also thanks to the apple of Nicholas, and the high tenacity given to the team thanks to Sun Wukong, and the permanent consolidation too given by Lydia, and also the damage reduction thanks to her perceive when she has the exclusive one. It's just an insane team, right? So if you check their tenacity, 267 on Lydia, 300 there, 267 there, 300 there, and another 267, and you also have a huge resistance, 156. That's not a lot on Nicholas, but there you have a 224, another 155. That's pretty low for a Sun Wukong though. Then you have crazy damage on Donald Rebelli and as well on Lydia. And on my team I'm using Jack and Roll. He has a speed aura because I'm using the skill master. I had no skill master on her, so that's an issue. So even without any skill master, I was able to beat him. But I would have been more efficient using a skill master aura. On Popper, another speed aura. On her combat vanguard, it is 5 stars, so I get the 36%. And on him, I'm using a shield smash aura maxed out, so I'm gonna have a shield thanks to Esther, and so I'm gonna have more piercing rate and attack during the fight. And also I'm using that echo, so he has no crit rate, but he has crit guaranteed on that skill when it is level 3, and he has a huge amount of crit damage thanks to the echo and attack also. So this is what happens. I'm starting with the first active skill with Lydia, and so I am then using the first active skill of Popper to remove 1 buff, reduce the resistance, and then defense down, tenacity down, and turn meta reduction. Then I cleanse my Melkio with the blue egg, and I give him an extra turn with Spotlight, and I was able to do that. But then Donald Rebelli took his turn, he dealt a lot of damage, and that guy killed my Melkio. I still had my Lydia, and she was able to kill them. So that was the first team. Now the 2 main teams are the most interesting ones. We are gonna have a look to the second one directly. And this is the second team. In that team, in fact, it's really simple. You have the same team as I used before in front, and so they are not immune to control. So the key there is gonna be to use some controls, but not any control at all. I'm using 2 great heroes in the team to control them, because remember that Jack and Roll right there is not immune to every kind of control. So you can silence him and you can hypnotize him, and this is why I'm using both Ronai and a Sindo. Another great combo is to use a Sindo with heroes that can act first in the fight, such as Nazil or Lydia, or even Donald Rebelli. You can see that combo in Fair Arena, because Donald Rebelli is gonna apply a debuff to enemies, and so she's gonna get some extra turn meta. In fact, when you have a look to her passive, every time you're gonna inflict a control to enemies, she's gonna get some extra turn meta increase. So when you are using her with Nazil, this is the best combo to use. He's gonna take the first turn, freeze many enemies, and she's gonna get a lot of turn meta increase, and so you are gonna see that during the fight she has a low speed in comparison turn with Popper, but she will act before, and this is really important, and you are gonna see why during the fight. And then I'm using some extra turn meta increase with space because I really want to play before them, otherwise I am dead, and I'm gonna explain to you why in 1 second. Then my Nita is gonna deal some damage. You are not forced to use Nita, but you have an extra security using her in your team because just in case, if Jack and Roll does not die, he's gonna inflict some dot damage, and so she is immune to dot damage. She's gonna survive. If you are using a direct damage dealer, you are gonna deal high damage to them, and maybe it might fail if that guy stays alive and kill your damage dealer. So let's check the fight. I'm gonna put the spin 1, and let's check the turn meta of a Cindo. Look at that, she can play before Popper, a lot before. He has 3,300 in speed. I have only 2,750 and I play before Popper. This is so broken. I love that combo. And then the goal is gonna be not to reduce the turn meta of Popper, but to concentrate on Esther and Ronai, because Ronai has a huge speed, and so both of them might take their turn, and if it's the case, he's gonna get some more grenades, and if you have a look to his passive, he's gonna get an extra turn. And you want to avoid that, because even if he is controlled, he's gonna cleanse himself and take the turn, and then he's gonna use the ultimate, apply defense down, tenacity down on your heroes, and if it happens, you are dead, because when you are gonna kill him, he has a high damage, he's gonna one-shot your heroes, and you are gonna wipe. So this is why I'm gonna focus on Esther to reduce her turn. Look at Popper, he's taking his turn, but he can't act, he was frozen. And now I'm gonna reduce a bit more the turn meta of enemies, so they can't play. I don't have the defense down and tenacity down. He acts, and look at the damage, even without tenacity down and defense down. So just imagine the damage with defense down and tenacity down. Now only 2 enemies remaining. The combo of these two is really annoying, so I have to deal damage to her and survive until she can untransform, and now she is not immune to control anymore and I can kill them. This is the team. A really strong team, right? Now let's have a look to the third team. And this is the team. You have another kind of spin team in front, you have some control, and you have also a cleanser, you have Pauline. So how the hell can I beat that team? Really, really easy. I'm using Huff. At the beginning of the fight, if you have the exclusive 3 on him, he is gonna use his first active skill on the enemy with the highest amount of attack. And in that case, it's gonna be Jingle Bell. And that's great, she's gonna have defense down 60% and tenacity down 60%. The Nazir in front is gonna be the first hero to act during the battle. And so my Tifia is gonna take the second turn. She's gonna cleanse and take the second turn. She has a restart to increase her attack and her crit damage thanks to the exclusive 2. And she is gonna one-shot Jingle Bell. And then, because she has the Hunter mark from my Huff, she's gonna get an extra turn, and you are gonna be able to kill other heroes. And then you have also Nazil that is gonna control my team, but I'm using Nilua, and so she is also gonna act in third place because my Tifia is taking the second turn. She is gonna deal some interesting damage to enemies and then cleanse your team. And so you are gonna be able to play with them, you are gonna be able to increase your turn meta if you need that, thanks to Faction, and also increase the turn meta of Tifia thanks to Rista and stun enemies. That's just an amazing team. Look at the fight. I'm gonna lower the speed and we are gonna see. I'm gonna get frozen. Then look at Tifia and Nilua. They are gonna get some turn meta increase. Tifia cleanses herself. She can play and she's just gonna one shot to the right. And Nilua cleansed my heroes. Now she get an extra turn and the Hunter mark goes on another hero. She killed that guy because of the defense down and tenacity down again. She gets another turn and she killed another one. And now I increased her turn meta twice and she can act, and Pauline didn't even play for now. So he's gonna play because I used the ultimate of Rista, and so I tried to control him. He got some turn meta increase. And then it's just a matter of time. I'm applying some HP burnings on them. They are gonna take a bit of damage every turn, and now look at the damage of Tifia. This is amazing, and just in case the opponent try to kill your Nilua, she's gonna deal an extra attack and deal some more damage to them. I love these heroes. Tell me what you think about that in the comment below. Tell me also what are you using without limited heroes or with also limited heroes. I'm curious to know. There are so many heroes today that you can build many different things that are working against enemies, even if they are at the top in PvP. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day and see you in the next one. Bye bye.